Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and you're listening to The Razor's Edge.
I'm here with DL and CR from the Infernal Sea after they've just played on the Cult Never Die stage here at Damnation Festival. How was it for you both, guys?
Yeah, it was great. Really, really good.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Really fun. Good crowd. Everything was great.
Yeah?
Thank you.
The crowd were loud and rowdy, which is nice. You know, that's what we want. They were very vocal, weren't they? Yeah, a few pits breaking out as well. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, really good. Really good reaction.
And how do you find sort of like going from playing smaller stages to the bigger stage that you've just been on? Was it good?
It's fine for me. I love it.
We love it. We always sort of rise to the challenge. We sort of really feed off of a bigger crowd and an enthusiastic crowd. It always does things for us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, love it.
I feel like our music's made for bigger stages.
Okay.
Like, we just feels comfortable on stage. You know, the theatrics and stuff just kind of works really, really well.
Yeah.
We kind of feel at home on them. But you know, it's the same with small stages. We can do small stages as well and still bring our show to wherever we play. But yeah, it does feel great.
It's always more fun.
Stage, yeah.
Yeah.
There's more room as well.
Yeah. Which is always good, isn't it?
It's always helpful.
And you played last night in London with Strugoi, with an exclusive set and tracks from The Great Mortality.
Yep.
How was that performance? How did that go for you?
That was great. Really good.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
It was nice to sort of revisit some of those. I mean, many of those songs have been in our sets, since that album came out. But there's a few sort of deeper cuts in there that we haven't looked at for a few years. So that was fun.
It was super cool. Having the guests that appeared on the album to join us on stage as well.
Wow.
So we had our mate Balraf from Sidious, who was playing violin on the bearer, and then we had Sam Loynes from Akakok singing on Pessimista, who actually guested with us tonight as well. So, I mean, we've known these guys for a long time, so for us it was just great to have them involved, and it did feel quite special, didn't it? Playing them songs, and it just felt comfortable, and it was cool, really cool.
Excellent stuff. Now, one thing that I am quite interested in, you call your appearances sermons. Who came up with that and why? What's the deal with that one?
That was me. It just feels like a sermon, like we're giving a sermon, like a satanic sermon, and everybody's invited to join us, and that's pretty much it, isn't it? Really?
I think so. And there's lots of sort of religious or anti-religious themes within our music, so it kind of fits well with that.
Yeah,
it's the show is the sort of vehicle for spreading our message.
I just loved it when I saw it when I was doing some research into the band. I thought I really, really liked that.
A lot of bands say rituals, we didn't feel like we were performing a ritual, we just felt like we were performing an unholy sermon, kind of preaching to the converted in a way, but just telling them, giving them our message really.
Excellent. And you've recently signed to Candlelight.
Yep.
Excited about that? Big plans for the future, hopefully?
Yeah, it's great. New album's dropping in January. First track has gone out. There'll be more obviously in the leading 3 months leading up to the release. But yeah, it's a great step for us. I mean, we've admired Candlelight from afar for many years.
Yeah.
We've been fans of the label since its inception really. So it's a great logical next step for us, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I think they're a good fit for us. They champion underground music, they've championed UK black metal as well. It's a great fit for us.
They can sort of give you bigger exposure to bigger and better things, that sort of thing. That's the hope.
Yeah, exactly. With any label, you want to keep progressing, but they have a good reach and a good following. The follow-up solely because it's Candlelight Records. So that's good. Yeah.
You mentioned you've got a new album coming out in January.
Yep.
Henfenlick?
Hellfenlick,
yeah. I have had a sneak preview.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the first song I was just like, oh my god, wow. So very impressed with that one. But you've just released Bastard of the East. So why did you choose that as your first single? Any reason?
It's quite a driving riff, isn't it? It's
driving, yeah. It's catchy. It's a good summary of the progression of our sound. And what you'll find on the album as a whole. Subject matter is
it retains that benchmark Infernal Sea sound. Like, I think people have come to know that we have.
Yeah.
You know, we are about the riffs, about that sort of rock, sort of credibility to us. You know, so yeah, we just felt that was a good single to start with.
I've certainly been impressed with what I've heard. I was like, oh, this is going to go well, really, really well. So how do you write as a band? Is it very structured, quite broken? Does somebody bring more to it, or?
It's been a mix more recently. Traditionally, in the earlier days of the band, J.E., our guitarist, did much of the writing. He would be hiding himself away, to write lots of songs and then kind of sort of present them to the band and then sort of workshop them together. But more recently, it's been it's opened up a little bit. I've done some writing as well. I've written some songs written some songs on the new record rather than but it's
Speak up a bit.
okay. Bloody leprous.
They're far too loud, aren't they, downstairs? Yeah.
No, it's collaborative. Sometimes someone will bring a riff. Sometimes someone will bring a whole song. And, it depends.
And did you have, say, lots of songs, and there was some you did have to cut out, or did you just keep yourself very focused?
Maybe one or two.
We're quite good with that. We don't really have much sort of overspill. So we kind of say like we're going to write 8 songs. Sometimes we'll have probably 10. Yeah. And then we go, okay, we'll just stick it to 8, and then maybe use the other ones anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just rework them. But yeah, we're quite efficient with that, aren't we?
Yeah.
And what sort of theme is there for the album? Is there any particular?
So this one's about the Witchfinder General, so Matthew Hopkins.
Yeah.
Who reigned supreme in the east of England, and basically it's about his sort of mindset and how he believed that he was doing the right thing in the name of the church and in the name of God, and he felt like he could do whatever he wanted, and the fact that he massacred innocent people, like 500 innocent people in the name of witchcraft, all under the name and under the guise of the church, and it just shows his like how narcissistic and his like descent into his sort of madness of how it was. So it's just kind of like showing how much of a bastard he was, hence why it's the
Excellent.
It was a horrible, very, very horrible.
Yeah.
So we kind of show that horror in the songs. There's no glorification on it. It's just literally him just thinking he can do what he wants.
Yeah.
He was literally the mass murderer of the 16th, 17th.
I'm not sure. You're the expert.
You're the expert, are you? Go on.
The expert.
I get confused with the centuries.
It's a continuation of that theme of exploring religious persecution through the ages, which we've done to previous records. So
we also have like a strong theme about how humanity are horrible to each other, like how they treat each other. Like the Great Mortality was about how everybody treated everybody during the time of crisis and the plague. And the Goyim was about the Knights Templar and how they basically just enforced their religion, tried to indoctrinate everybody in really violent manners, ways. And this one is the same. It's like how he treats people, just because he's a religious Puritan, isn't he?
For sure. And like all these things, ultimately it was his downfall.
But I mean, at the end of the day, he got put on trial and treated like a witch.
Of course, yes.
Killed like one. So it fucking. Just fuck that guy. Fuck Matthew Hopkins. But so it makes really good subject matter as well. We kind of like to keep it historical because I find that really interesting, and it just makes for good, interesting themes.
Excellent.
And it's stuff that's not really taught anymore. I mean, there's so much history, you can't teach everything. But, there's a lot of rich English history that I feel like people should know about.
It's particularly with this one, it's more tied to where we're from. The east of England. We've explored stuff that's more UK wide, but more sort of Europe wide in the past. So this feels nice. It feels close. To look at stuff that's from the east of England. So.
Excellent. So obviously, with the new album out next year, what are the plans have you got for next year?
So we'll just obviously have the album out. We'll look to play a bunch of shows. You know, we want to try and get on the festival circuit and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll be playing some release shows and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all to come in the next couple of months. We'll start getting that sort of booked. So.
Excellent stuff. And which bands have you been trying to watch here? Are you staying tomorrow also to watch more?
Yes, I'm not, but today personally I watched some Psy. I saw them 10-15 years ago, so it's good to see them again.
Yeah.
We'll watch Up in Cork. I'm going to watch Catatonia.
I'll watch Leprous after this interview.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah, for sure. Enslaved, I watched, who were just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, caught Celestial Sanctuary as well. Caught some of the Sun's Journey into the Night. Nicholas are great. Seen a fair amount,
excellent.
Great show. Obviously, with 3 stages, it's really difficult, and obviously, when you're about to play, you've got the warming up and then setting up and packing down. So you do miss some key bands, but yeah, we'll try to cram in as much as we can.
Okay, right. I've got one last question, a bit of a fun one. Your dream band to support, who would it be?
Mine is always and will always be Iron Maiden.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
To support Iron Maiden.
I don't know. We'll do an obvious one. Someone like Mayhem, sort of satirical, maybe. Fits with us, doesn't it? Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Just Iron Maiden.
Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you very much for speaking to the Razor's Edge.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website www.therazorsedge.rocks.